I love Uganda. But something frightening is happening that has potential to destroy Uganda. I discovered that religion was being used to demonize and, in fact, to kill.
Hi, I'm here with Roger Ross Williams, the Academy Award-winning filmmaker. His latest film, God Loves Uganda, has just been released. The film looks at the influence that American evangelicals have had on Uganda, and maybe more specifically the bill, the anti-gay bill, which proposes jail time and possible death for gay people.
Yes, if you have sex once, you go to jail. If you have sex twice, you get hung.
How did you get drawn into this project?
I grew up in the church, so when I heard about what was going on in Uganda, I wanted to explore, homophobia in the church, sponsored by the church in its extreme.
Right now, I think Africa it's the fire pot of spiritual renewal and revival. It's very exciting to me.
Uganda is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. It's easy to use the homosexuals as a way to distract the population from their real problems.
The Americans, when they preach hate here, they forget that they are preaching to people who will just take the law into their hands.
At what point is it a Ugandan problem versus a problem of American evangelicals?
Well, the bill was proposed as a private member's bill, meaning it was introduced by one member of parliament. That member of parliament is David Bahati. David Bahati was trained in America, is the representative of an organization in Washington called the Family, the Fellowship. He was given sort of his marching orders from American evangelicals.
Is it possible that these Ugandans, the fellow who put the bill forward, is actually using these Western evangelicals for his own needs and like kind of he's the power broker? Like we always see, is that a possible other narrative where?
Well, what's going on here is money. It's the #1 destination for American missionaries, and the money flowing into Uganda from the American Christian right is enormous. Americans being very frustrated, having lost or losing the culture war in America, with gay marriage being voted on state after state, the president supporting it. But in Uganda, they're succeeding. So it's this utopia. So they send money there and the pastors all fight, because it's not necessarily that they're that homophobic, but they realize that by being that homophobic, by taking it to that extreme, they get more money, and the Americans can look on and say, wow.
There is a very strategic position that Uganda is in. 50% of the population is under 15 years old. We can multiply ourselves in these young people, and they can reach multitudes. They can reach nations.
Religion is the biggest business in sub-Saharan Africa. It's the biggest business in Uganda. So every kid, like in America, every kid wants to grow up and maybe they want to be president or they want to be an athlete. In Uganda, every kid grows up and they want to be a preacher, because preachers are rich and they live like that. They say, if you follow me, it's the prosperity gospel.
And you get access to these evangelical people. How did this happen? And did you say what you're looking for and who you were?
In America, I said, Roger's part of the gay agenda. But that was okay with them because they believe they can cure homosexuality through prayer. So they have a whole division, they call it sexual brokenness. So they were like, by the time you're done with this process, you will be cured. In Uganda, it's a bit more difficult because it's still illegal to be homosexual in Uganda. So I couldn't really come out because I could be arrested. During the filming, I did get outed, and that was a scary moment for me.
What happened?
Someone sent an email to one of the evangelicals I was following and told them that I'm gay, and I got confronted by all of the anti-gay pastors in Uganda, the really scary pastors who you see in the film, who throw huge anti-gay rallies and preach hate and call for the death penalty for homosexuals. They surrounded me, and I thought, that's it. But they decided to pray for me.
You screened this film with the people from IHOP, the International House of Prayer, not the Pancake House.
They did get sued by the Pancake House.
They got sued. Good. What was their reaction to the film?
It was tough for them to watch. There's some saying, well, it's not our fault. We're going there preaching a strict biblical worldview. And that worldview is that homosexuality is a sin, and if it gets interpreted by Ugandans to outlaw it or to even, that's not our fault. But I did get them to sit down and read the bill, and they didn't even read the bill. Well,
thank you very much, and the film again is God Loves Uganda, and it was very nice speaking with you.
Great speaking with you. Thank you.